The report itself is not in itself a huge problem, I think, because this committee doesn't actually have direct lawmaking authority. What it is, it's a long and pretty exhaustive report, and what it does do is it catalogs all of the critiques of Facebook, I think, pretty effectively, and this ranges from privacy violations to enabling addictive behavior, to hurting the media, to becoming a platform for election manipulation. It is a useful, perhaps, summary for the critics of Facebook, and it is part of the growing movement to regulate Facebook, which is already proceeding in Europe and surely will proceed here in the U.S.
And Tony, what about the sort of policy implications? As Kevin said, this lays it all out. What policy follows up on this? And by the way, does it matter for Facebook, which has all the money in the world, to comply, as opposed to someone who might want to start up and disrupt it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think one of the most telling aspects of the report is where lawmakers in the UK conclude that Facebook had knowingly and willfully violated laws in the country with respect to data privacy and to anti-competition rules. And so in doing so, lawmakers there requested that other UK agencies open their own sweeping investigations of Facebook. And that's the sort of thing that could yield punishments, including sky-high fines. But I think it's the fact that this does lay a roadmap for regulators around the world to continue to scrutinize this company. And the sum total of that global scrutiny could be a huge threat for Facebook and its business model. It could lead to more regulation with respect to privacy and data security and so forth, the very sorts of things that the company for a long time has tried to avoid.
Tony, where is Facebook's greatest vulnerability today? Is it in Europe? Is it in the United States? Where is their greatest weak spot?
Yeah, I think it's internationally, and I think the European Union is a great place to start. Remember that we had tough data privacy rules that lawmakers there began enacting just last year. These carry sky-high fines, and we've already seen EU regulators express a willingness to go after a company like Facebook. They handed down a multi-million-dollar fine to Google just months after what's called the GDPR went into effect. So Europe is certainly not backing down. But here in the United States, there's some interest and some appetite as well. Remember, Facebook is under investigation from the Federal Trade Commission. And as I've reported in recent weeks, the fine there could be a multi-billion-dollar fine. It could be a record-setting fine. So it's too soon to count out the U.S., but Europe is definitely a place to watch.